Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Sylvain Rachon from HomeStudioLogic.com, and today we'll be discussing the session drummer of Logic and also the bass session player from Logic and how to make them work together, and little tips here and there where you can modify them so that they actually make an impact on the song you're trying to create. So stick around till the end because there's going to be a lot of information. Okay, now we are in Logic. So on this song, I've got no bass and I've got no drumming. First thing you need to do is for the bass player to be able to play, you need chords. So the first thing you need to do is to set up the chords here in the chord section. If you want to know how to bring it up, you click on this little folder here right now, and then you can customize it by right-clicking which one you want to be showing. So in this case, I'm only showing the chords right here. And then you add your chords. Chords are not needed for the drummer though. Now, let's say I want drums to start from there. So the first thing that I need to do is to select an area where I want to add the session drummer, and I want to decide right here what type of drumming do I want. So for this example, let's decide to go with indie rock, okay? And then you create. It also chose the Brooklyn kit. If you don't like the Brooklyn kit, you can change it. I normally press on Y, and I like to work with the SoCal or the East Bay. So you might want to try both to see which sound do you prefer in this particular song. So let's say I click on East Bay for this. Press Y again, it goes away. Now, if we listen to what the drummer is doing in this song, then I'll show you little tricks where you can change whatever you're listening to. So you can see that at the beginning of the song, drums are not really needed. All right, so first thing you want to do, I'll just remove this for now, E, and I'll increase the size. First thing you want to do now is to bring it down. And what I like to do is, you can see that, okay, you can see that maybe a drum fill would be nice at the start to start with. So what I would do, since it seems to be working and starting around okay, it's starting right here. Okay, so it's starting technically where the lead guitar, right here. Now, you want to start the drum a little bit ahead, and what I tend to do here, I would cut it. Boom. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Cut it. And now, sorry, my bad. It starts at the 10th measure. So All right, let's have a listen. So I don't like what the drummer's playing right now. Okay, if you go to version 1 here,
This world of ours, often it brings us down.
all right. So if you press on E right here, you can say that he's playing the blue ribbon. That's the drum beat. So let's say I want to change it and I want something else.
This world of ours.
I technically don't like that drummer. So I'm going to change the drummer and I'm going to go for pop rock. Change session drummer. Okay, just hold on here. Before I do that, I'm going to select the full E. I want all right, so let's have a listen.
This world of ours, often it brings us.
Okay. I'm not completely convinced this is what I want, but it's a start. Now, if you notice, Logic automatically separated each section of the drummer, meaning that the drummer, you can select, let's say, the chorus part, and you want the chorus part to be played differently, then you can go in the presets here and you can choose whatever is there. So you listen to them and you make sure that you like it. If you don't like what the session drummer is playing, you can manually enter what you want. Okay? Then, let's say you have a, just hold on here. Okay, so you can see that. So there's the end portion. Not perfect, but for the sake of demonstration, it's okay. Now, if you press on any of the sections, let's say verse number 1,
This world of ours, often.
so you want the drummer to be playing a different beat. Okay, like I said earlier, you go here, let's try to change Echo Park. Okay, and let's see what it brings to the table.
This world of ours.
Doesn't fit the song very well. Let's do maybe half pipe.
This world of ours, often it brings us down. For sure, the sequence of many hours. From morning on.
So it gives a different flavor to the verse number 1. The beat is being played differently than the verse number 2. All right. So technically, that's how you can control the drum session player. One thing that you need to, very important, is if you have a certain area on your song where there's a pause. So the drummer plays and then it needs to pause. You can do cuts. And like I did here at the beginning of the song, I added some so that it starts with a drum fill. Then again, the drum fill can be controlled. You can control its complexity if you want the drum fill to be like very wild, and you can also control the amount of fills you want in the song if you want it to be busy by the drummer, and you can control how complex is the song going to be played. Just a little tip, Logic tends to always put the complexity very high. So when you have a drum track, and if the drummer is too busy, it's going to be in the way of the rest of the song. You don't want that. So keep in mind that you can control how complex the playing is. Also, another thing, intensity. If you go to an area of your song, well, the drummer might be playing a little bit softer. You can control the intensity right there. Very useful. Another thing that you want to, if let's say the drummer did something and, I just did something that I did. I think it's around 70%. Doesn't really matter. One thing that you want to do is, let's say the drummer is playing something and you don't like it. You can regenerate right there, and it's going to give you a different flavor, a different beat, using the same preset. All right? Also, if you go here, you can decide which one of the beat pattern you prefer. All right? Very important. One thing that you're noticing, it's following the chord rhythm. So it's following the chords. Another thing. Now let's introduce the bass player and I'll see how the two of them will interact with each other. So press on E, then I will create a new track using the bass player, and I'm going to use the pop rock player. So there you go. And we're going to do the same thing at the beginning that we did earlier, because it starts at the 10th measure. I'm going to start at the same place as the drums, and I'm going to make the same cut right here. So Command T, boom, it's done. Or you can use the scissors. I prefer using the Command T, it's faster. Now, again, same thing. Now, one very important information is that it follows the chords. So it needs to follow what's written on the chord track. But I'm going to say follow as well. Where is it? Follow the SoCal. So the SoCal is the drum track that we just created. So that way, kick drum will be, and the bass player will be in sync. That's very important. Don't forget that step. So if we listen to it in the context of the song, and let's see exactly what the two session players brought to the table. You might like it and you might need to tweak it, but it's a start.
This world
Okay, I just noticed that I don't like the drum beat in the bridge. So I'm going to go back here, go to the bridge. I can see it right here. And I'm going to change and put this mixtape beat, which I don't know what it is. And the bass session player actually changed how he is playing, because we told the session bass player to follow the drums. All right?
I open my eyes and I see you near me.
Then again, I'm not happy. I want something different. Maybe let's try new kicks, just for the giggles.
I open my eyes and I see you near me.
So now it's giving us a halftime beat, which right now I love. So the bass player, which is right here, did change the way he's playing to follow the drum kit. Now, if let's say I'm not happy on how this bass player is doing the runs, I can make sure that I click on the section in question and I regenerate. You see? Now the bass line changed. Let's have a listen.
I open my eyes and I see you near me. Oh, the feeling of warmth inside my heart. You open your arms and I feel the sea breeze. But sometimes I'm out of touch. Turn around, 'cause I don't want you to see me cry. Turn around, just look at the sky.
So you can see that the bass player is very busy at this section during the chorus. Maybe you don't want the bass player to be as too busy, so you want to reduce the complexity, maybe bring it to 60% or even lower, and the number of fills, maybe you want to lowering down maybe at 30%, so it creates more of a steady bass line. And let's have a listen with those two modifications.
Turn around, 'cause I don't want you to see me cry. Turn around, just look at the sky. Turn around, this world we're in.
Now, I'm not happy with the drummer in this section. He's doing a double snare hit, and I don't like it. No, I want to change how he plays it. So I'm going to choose like Ocean Boulevard. Let's see what Ocean Boulevard will bring to the table.
Turn around, 'cause I don't want you to see me.
Now, that gives a 1960 vibe, and I don't like it. So, Paper Hearts. Let's see what Paper Hearts brings to the table.
Turn around, 'cause I don't want.
No, it's nice, but I don't like it. Okay, let's go half pipe. I think that's going to be a very straightforward beat.
Turn around, 'cause I don't want you to see me cry. Turn around, just look at the sky. Turn
You notice that it actually created that little drum fill before it went into the second portion of the chorus, which is nice. But let's say you want maybe something more. So you can go to that portion. So let's find out where it is. So right there. So let's say you want something different. Okay, so let's cut this in half and cut this one in half like this, and we will regenerate this portion so that it plays something different. So it gave me two fills. It's not really what I was going for, but that's the way you do it. So let's say we don't do the second cut, and the complexity right here is, so let's do it again. Cut it again, and then let's set the complexity to be 100%. Boom. So it's giving us something, and here you can regenerate the beat. And so you understand that the way to make the drum player do what you want is by doing cuts here and there and changing the complexity, reducing the complexity. Let's say there's a section where maybe during a full bar, there's only a bass drum hit, boom, 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 like this. Well, the drummer won't do that for you. You'll have to manually get here and do it for the drummer. And one last thing on the bass player, let's say, okay, we go to the end of the song, and you'll notice that the bass player is still running. Now it's stopping very fast. Now, let's say you want the bass player maybe to end on a note. What you will do, you will extend it right here, and maybe extend it a little bit more. Let's say we extend it to this, and then you cut this, and you go to manual, click here. Let's say we just reduce this. There we go, it's gone. So, yeah, you need to reduce the complexity. No fills, right there. Boom. To have the bass player play just a single note, you have to make sure that you put the fills down and fill complexity down. Also, one other things you can do is that melody right here, where it's written some notes, octaves, some, and the phrasing long. You need the phrasing to be long so that it plays the full note. Maybe you want to remove the octave feature, and you want to remove the melody in this particular area. But it's doing what I want, so I'm not going to bother with that. So technically, that's how you have the session drummer playing with the session bass player to your liking. So let's have a listen maybe to intro, verse 1, verse 2. And remember the bridge here, we decided that the kick, not the kick drum, but the drummer was different, right? Is it that one or it's the first one? No, it's the first one. We decided to go with the new kicks. So I want to repeat this. I want to go with the new kick. new kicks right here, so that when we fall onto this,
I open my eyes and I see you near me. Ooh, yeah. The feeling of warmth inside my heart. Ooh, yeah.
so I like what the bass and the drums are doing right now. And let's say you like the bass and you want to change the bass. You can change from the classic to, let's go for maybe a rock bass. So let's have a listen with the rock bass. It's going to change the sound of how it's sounding.
I open my eyes and I see you near me. Ooh, yeah. The feeling of warmth inside my heart. Ooh, yeah. You open your arms and I feel the sea breeze. But sometimes I'm out of touch. Turn around, 'cause I don't want you to see me.
Hey guys, that's how you can use the bass session player and the drum session player and get good results by modifying each section and making sure that you like whatever it's being played by them, by controlling them with a fine comb. That's the word. Fine comb. Avec un peigne en français. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, if you like content like this, subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment. And if you have questions, ask them. I will take time to answer them. Until then, I'll see you on the next video, which will be in a week from now. Until then, take care. Thank you.